welcome to Cruise Day Fun. My name is Joy, and this is my husband, Dan.
Hey! So today we're going to talk about the most awesome food on Norwegian cruises.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, that's right. Getting hungry just thinking of it, aren't you?
I know, I am.
Yes. So let's start off with breakfast. We've talked about how we like to do first breakfast before we get out and go about by ordering in room service. You can check out our other videos to see about that, but let's move on to second breakfast, the more traditional breakfast where you head out of your cabin and you go to, where would you go?
I would go to Oceans.
Okay, you can go to the buffet, you can go to a dining room, but we like to go to Oceans, or on some ships they call it the local. And they have some really awesome breakfast offerings. It's included in the price of the cruise, and it's a sit-down restaurant with an awesome view, awesome variety of food, table service, and you know what I like? I'd like those little crispy potato coins, I like to call them. Those are delicious. But you can get just about anything there.
Right, I like to get my eggs to order.
Yep,
you know,
however you want them. And of course you gotta get bacon.
Of course.
That's right. So that's the most awesome breakfast experience on Norwegian. Go to Oceans or the local, basically the same kind of place. And we move on to lunch.
Lunch?
Where do you want to go for lunch?
Sushi, of course.
Oh,
I love
yes.
their sushi.
Yeah, I think just about all of their ships have a sushi, a restaurant or sushi bar of some kind. On the Norwegian Jewel, we went to a sushi place, which is a sushi bar, and that was really delicious. A lot of great sushi rolls and sake. That was a really nice way to have lunch.
Yes.
On a cruise.
And they have such a huge variety, and I always like to sit by the sushi bar so I can watch them work. So
yeah,
it's amazing to watch them
work. Very
work.
Cool. Yeah, they're very professional. For me, I like that, but I probably would rather go back to Oceans and get some wings or a burger or something. But hey, sushi's great too. So there's a lot of awesome lunch choices or lunch options on Norwegian. Now, before we go to dinner, we got to talk about a snack. What would be a really good snack? Because you know what I'm going to say?
No.
I'm going to say, go back to Oceans. Get yourself some nachos or some wings or something. Oh my gosh, we're eating way too much on this cruise. But the most awesome cruise food on a Norwegian cruise for a snack, go back to Oceans.
I always find the soft serve ice cream.
Oh, yes. You like the ice cream, or I know sometimes you'll stop by the buffet and grab yourself some fruit. You go a little healthier than I do sometimes. But hey, we're not even talking about the drinks. But anyway, hey, there's fruit in some of those too. Anyway, so moving on to the big show, dinner. And now Norwegian is really known for their freestyle dining, and I would argue they're really known for having awesome selection when it comes to specialty dining.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's so hard to choose from, but I have a favorite. Okay.
Well, let's give people an idea in case they don't know what all the different options are, and it varies from ship to ship. Some of the newer ships have Q Barbecue. They have, I think it's called Ocean Blue, which is a seafood restaurant, tapas bar. But pretty much all the ships are going to have Cagney Steakhouse.
Which is really good if you like steak.
Yep. Speaking of steak and meat, Maderno Chascaria.
That's a Brazilian.
Yep, where they bring the fruit around on the swords and cut it off for you until you're
amazing.
full and can't eat anymore. Oh yeah, that's great.
That's a good group restaurant.
Yep. And then more traditional items or restaurants, dining options are La Cucina, the Italian restaurant, and La Bistro, the French. What did you say? Spoiler alert, I think she's given away her favorite. What's the most awesome for you, what's the most awesome dining dinner choice on Norwegian? And I don't think you're talking MDR. I think you're going to go to a specialty restaurant since we're talking about that.
Mine is La Cucina, hands down.
Yeah.
I love Italian, and they do Italian really well.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong at La Cucina. And Italian's not the first type of cuisine that I usually go to, but La Cucina, wow, they do everything very well. Great dining experience. On our cruise, we actually went there twice.
Yes.
That's how much we liked it.
Yes.
So, most awesome dinner on a Norwegian cruise, basically anything from La Cucina.
Yes, but any pasta dishes, so good. Oh.
I'll let that be your choice. I gotta give my traditional choice, and the guys out there will agree with me, and anybody that's a real steak lover, you gotta go to Cagney's.
Oh yeah,
they do such a great job. Yeah,
they do.
Those ribeyes were awesome, and I know we've mentioned on other videos that how much we love the steakhouses on these cruise ships, but Cagney's does a great job with the giant ribeye steaks they have.
They're huge.
Great service. The cooks really know what they're doing. It's an awesome experience, and it's very popular. So be sure you make reservations before you go on the cruise. Actually, for any of the special restaurants, get those booked before you're actually on the ship, so you don't miss out.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
the service is top.
It's very good. Yes. So we've covered all the basic meals, and we even talked about snacks. We need to talk about one more thing before we wrap up, and then we'll talk about our favorite overall food item on a Norwegian cruise. And that, before we talk about that, is we got to talk about dessert.
Of course.
What's your favorite, most awesome Norwegian cruise dessert?
I would say hands down the French restaurant. They have that that fruit fondue, chocolate fondue. Oh,
yes,
it's so amazing.
All the cut up fruit with the chocolate fondue. Yes, I kind of knew you were going to go for that.
Chocolate and fruit, right up my alley.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go probably for your second choice, and the thing you choose most for dessert, I think, when we go out somewhere really nice, if they have it, I'll go back to La Cucina, your favorite dinner place, and get me some tiramisu.
Oh, yeah, their tiramisu is amazing.
Very good, very good. If not the best, one of the very best at sea.
It is.
That's a most awesome dessert on Norwegian. Yep. Yes, so there's a couple great options for dessert. So now, before we wrap up, we're going to give you our favorite overall, most awesome food item from a Norwegian cruise, one for each of us. But before we say that, just a reminder, if you disagree with us, or if you have comments about something you've tried that maybe we haven't tried, please put it in the comments down below. What joy. Reveal it at last. What is the most awesome food item? What's the most awesome food on a Norwegian cruise?
So, my favorite, most awesome food, this is going to surprise you, is from La Cucina, their spaghetti.
Really?
It's amazing. I love their spaghetti.
Wow. Okay, I thought you were going to go for the fruit fondue again.
No, I mean, the fruit fondue is amazing, but I love La Cucina spaghetti. It's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Good old comfort, home-style food. Yeah, you don't get much more traditional than the good old-fashioned spaghetti. I'm going to go with something very different than that and very basic. I know I've mentioned steaks on most of these videos, and you can't go wrong with the Cagney's ribeye steak. And it's the best ribeye I've ever had, and I've had probably
pretty good
hundreds of ribeyes over the years. But I'm going to make it interesting by mentioning something else, a little side item that you can get at Oceans or the local, and that's those little potato coins that you can get with your breakfast. Just so tender inside, but thin enough so they're nice and crispy. Oh, so delicious. So for me, that's the most awesome food you can get on a Norwegian cruise. Although, deep down, I really love that Cagney's ribeye. So
Norwegians, everything. I've never had such good food.
Yeah, we really.
I mean, all the food that we've had.
Yep.
Was superb. Was excellent.
Yeah, if you're a big foodie, you love food, that's one of your favorite things to do on a cruise, Norwegian, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Comment down below.
Yes, give us a thumbs up if you like this video.
Yep. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when we have future videos coming out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.